い。お待たせいたしました。じゃあ、グリードフォール。続き、やっていきましょう。声はどうかな？大きすぎないかな？聞こえますかね？あ、NTD さん、こんばんは。今日もありがとうございます。あ、ちょうどいい？ありがとう。で、何してたんだっけね。とりあえず、サイドかな？サイドクエストあと1個だからクリアしちゃってからのメイン行こうかな。これはいつまでびっくり出てるの？あ、メインだから出てるんかな？まあ、いいやね。よしよし。さて、今日は戦う学者さんと、もう一人どうしよっかな。誰つってこっかな。てか、本当にステータス高いよね。学者なのにさ、体力2000あるんだよ。どういうことって話だよね。まあ、これはでもこのままでいっか。このままでいっかな。特にいらないものは今持ってないかな。この辺ぐらいか？よし。学者とは、学者かっこゴリラ。ほんとだよ。学者ってなんだ？物理に強い学者なんて聞いたことないよ。さて、これは下かな？そこだね。
Oh, there you are, Your Excellency. The
だって、
Enlightened has heard my prayers.
What's going on?
After deciphering the content of the tablets, they went, but they must have encountered problems. Brother Fidel, he most likely came to seek help, but he fainted.
I am not a doctor, but
Oh, please do. And the healer we sent for will certainly arrive.
これ気絶してるの？あ、うにゃうにゃしてる。あ、生きてるけど、なんかすごいね、これ。バスクなんでそんな遠くに行ってるん？
this man is burning up with fever, and he bears
発
several
熱で
bite
燃え
marks
尽
and
きた上
traces
に
of blows.
The flesh is black and
発
blue
熱で
around the
燃え尽
bites.
きた？
He was bitten by a venomous creature. What he needs is an antidote.
Have you tried giving him any
Of course, but to no avail. And what if it were a hex cast by the
あー、なんかブ
heretics?
ルブルしてる。
No matter what happens, you always suspect them.
なんか主人公
More
の
of these
軸が合っ
idiotic
てない。
superstitions. If the anti-poisons aren't working, it's because they're not suitable for this venom. Fidelis was in the swamp. Local healers will surely know how to make the right antidote.
We could ask Lair. He will direct us to someone who understands remedies.
ああ、ラーのところに行くんか。そう、このゲームね、サイでやってた時にね、原住民の方でね、ラーっていう名前の人がいたんだよ。完全になんかラーの抑神竜ですかって。ラーの抑神竜。
Onol Manawi, you've come back to see old Lair. I heard that you managed to retrieve the tablets.
Did Vindwal tell you?
Yes, and I feel more at peace, knowing that our brothers are alive, and that they will be able to join another clan. And you proved me right. Peace with the Renaigse is possible.
I need your advice. You may already know that one of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition.
I heard about it.
He has all the symptoms of a poisoning, but the anti-poisons we gave him had no effect. He must have been bitten by a creature of the swamp, and we're looking for a healer who would know of a suitable antidote.
解毒剤探し。
Interesting. Our neighbors did not think for one moment that we could be helpful. Alas, our Donegat is one of
ね、
the
ラーって聞
exiles.
くとどうしても
But Vindwal
Ne.
knows plants well.
ラーの抑神竜の方が出てき
Thank
ちゃうん
you.
だよね。
I will go see her. I hope she agrees to help us. I have to go.
Like so many
さて、じゃあ、そしたら、その追跡、アイテム、そこにもアイテム、他ないね。オッケー。どこだどこだ40メートル。ああ。母親のもとへ。お
Here you
お。
are again. What?
I have come to ask for your help.
I do know a few of them. I have learned.
One of the researchers came.
And now he has the Llewellyn fever.
レボラン
We
熱。
have a good knowledge about this
レボラン
affliction.
熱だっ
He will
て
die
さ。
if he does not receive
エボ
proper
ラですか
treatment.
Do you know which antidote should?
Yes. These priests are idiots. You are different. And you have allowed so. I will give you the potion to cure the priest. Make him drink this remedy and he'll get better.
Thank you, Vindwal.
なんか意外とすんなり薬もらった。
Where am I?
You're in Eden. You are safe.
Was I unconscious for a long time? The swamp is so hostile. We weren't prepared for it. Some of our people...
What caused these wounds?
A nightmarish creature. The swamp... A colleague and I had left to fetch some help. I managed to run away, but I don't know what happened to him.
Show me the location of your colleague.
There. Please.
Thank you.
はい。学者のキャンプ探しですね。どこ行くん？どこ行くん？こっちまで走ってかなきゃダメな感じかな？はいはい。ちょっと遠いよ。でも沼地だから、 沼地だから、トラベルできるか？沼地ならね。いけるね。沼地。沼地。オッケー。さて、沼地の場所のキャンプはどう行くんだい？ここだってなんか一通だった気がするんだけどな。アイテム。
I do not remember there being a path
開
to
い
this
て
place
ん
the last time
じゃ
we
ーん。この間開いてなかったのにさ。
This passage. If we follow it,
あら、遠征隊、お亡くなり。いらな。こちらは何が？これいいんじゃないかね。ぼちぼちいいんじゃない？ねえ、臭い棍棒よりは強いけど、でもまあ、とりあえずあれか、臭いんでいっか。汚い棍棒。これって一通かね？一通だね。で、こっちここに、なんかある。おやーん。発掘現場キャンプ。おや？何かまっすぐ行ったらはしごがありましたね。てか暗いんだけどさ。特に何があるわけでもなさそうだ。ね？なんもないね。何もなかったよー。何もないのか？おー、なんかいたじゃん。弱っ。何の問題もなく倒しましたが、なんかあったんかね。おや、なんかありますね。ここはいずれ中入りそうな感じ？あれ？ 死んでる、死んでるよー。しかし何もないですね。本当に何もないですね。もうちょっとなんかあってもいいんじゃない？こっちが降りる場所。あ、はいはいはいはいはい。はいはいはい。ちょっとでかいですね。はい、なんもなかったでーす。なんもないでーす。なんもないの？いやー、本当に何もないね。別道はあったりする？キャンプ上から襲撃できたりする道あったりする？ないね。これはないですね。ないです。裏道はないです。うん。よいしょー。お、なんかあるじゃん？戦利品。まあ、使いどころはないかな。で、原住民キャンプでなんか喋ってるけど、
Hey, what's happening here? I could hear you from miles away.
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to see you. You arrived right on time to settle this matter.
How did you manage to find us in the middle of this swamp?
Brother Fidelis managed to reach Eden.
But he didn't leave alone. What happened to Father Orbricus, who was accompanying him?
He must be dead, like our other companions. This is yet more proof that you are not fit to lead.
Maybe you should calm down and...
This expedition was undertaken with no concern for common sense.
仲間割れですか？誰がリーダーになるかって？
People are disappearing, and all we have found are some falsified writing.
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably we have made incredible discoveries.
You are beyond redemption. I won't waste another second talking. If you want to talk to me, Your Excellency, it will have to be without her.
How charming.
なんてことだってなんてことなん？いや、こっちがなんてことだって話だよ。
Your Excellency, I hope you will forgive us for that scene. My relations with Virgil have always been, but ever since we arrived here, it has been unbearable.
Before anything else,
What would you like to know?
なんて日だなんて日だ
for what reason were you quarreling?
The expedition itself, I'm afraid. Virgil was always against it. For him, our discoveries in Eden, according to him, we should never have continued. And when we...
Were they also written?
Without a doubt.
石板見つけると不幸が訪れるって
He now persists.
Brother Fidelis told me that several members of the expedition have disappeared.
Yes, that's why he left along with Father Orb. 3 more of our colleagues are missing.
3人の同僚が行方不明になって行方不明になりすぎじゃない？
I underestimated the hardships we would encounter. I made a mistake. I should have prepared this expedition more thoroughly.
and no one has searched for those.
I wanted us to search for them, but someone later convinced me
あ
that
る
it
人
presented too much of a risk,
ある
along with
人
lack of preparation.
And by someone, I suppose you mean.
Indeed.
I'm thankful for these pieces of information. But you want.
Of course, that's understandable.
バージルだってさ、なんか悪魔の力使いそうな名前してるね。ブラザー、バージル。
Brother
ヘイ、ブ
Virgil,
ラザー。
What do you want?
Brother Fidelis told me that some of your colleagues went missing. Do you know anything about this?
They did not go missing. They were killed. It was the wild beasts, and let's not forget the savages. We can feel their presence, roaming around the camp at night.
That's strange. There aren't many villages around here. We've been in this region before, and the only native we met was a little insane, but would have been incapable of killing several priests.
Those savages may very well have been. We will not be safe on this island.
I see. So, you haven't tried to find.
So we can die as well. I am not as crazy as Sister Eugenia.
Can you explain to me what caused such a quarrel?
The reason for it is very simple. It is Eugenia's folly. This woman should never have been the supervisor of our team. The discoveries made in Eden were sufficient, but no. She didn't want to stop the research. She organized this expedition in a hurry, without taking elementary precautions. And now she's accepting as facts the Delirious writings we discovered on these tablets, without doubting them for even 1 second.
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, allegedly written by Saint Matthias, but their content is so absurd that I am certain that the natives must have found these stones.
How would they have done that?
They must have been helped by an unscrupulous settler. How?
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. Even if you think they are dead, we have to try finding your colleague.
Well, if you are prepared to take such a risk, but I would not get my hopes up. To get there,
へい。へい。探しまーす。めんどくさいけど探しまーす。いなくなった同僚を探しに。さっきこんなんなかったじゃん。さっきこんな死体なかったじゃん。必要な科学レベルがない。NEXT 25。25、今23、まだまだ
This
長い
man's
な。
skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fought?
If that were the case, there would be other marks of impact on his body. No. He was struck with an object to the back of the head. Given the shape of the wound, it was inflicted
金
with
属
a
の
metal
メイスで
mace.
殴られた後、さすが学者さん。ね、ほんと、すごい。おこだよ。おこなの、おこなの。激おこぷんぷん。ファイナリティなんだっけ。なんで敵がいるんかね。さっきいなかったのにこんなところ。しかも朝日が出てきたよ。ウェイウェイウェイウェイウェイウェイウェイウェイウェイウェイウェイウェイ痛い。よーし、オッケー。何の問題もなかったよ。いいね。何もなかったよ。ヒーン。 まあなんだよね。回復とかなんかあんまり飲む必要もなくなってきちゃったな。ヒール覚えたから。これも科学レベル2か。みんな科学レベル2じゃん。
almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animal.
Indeed, he was devoured. But he was already dead. There is a mark here, on the bones, that could only have resulted from the strike of a cutting weapon.
武器で殴られたんだってさ。やだよ、物騒だね。
This poor soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animals.
Indeed, he was devoured. But he was already dead. There is a mark here.
誰かがこ
Only have
う、ゴッ
resulted
ド
from
ハ
the
ンド
strike
クラッ
of a
シャー
cutting
を、
weapon.
おう、倒したんか。じゃあ大丈夫だ。
These fang marks are impressive. The poor man didn't have a chance. He must have been attacked by a large reptile. Most likely a Llewellyn.
Hold on. Do you see these iridescent marks on his skin? They look like the marks that the priest's spells leave on their victims. I've seen them many times before.
But what was he doing alone, so far from the camp? It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
Someone particularly devious has assassinated these people and disguised their deaths to take advantage of them. Who else could it be than the vehement brother Virgil?
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation.
バージル見つけて、話を聞くと。こっちじゃないね。どっちだい？後ろだね。さて。よー、ブラザー、こっちは大変なことになってるぞー。
Brother Virgil.
Your Excellency!
Indeed. I regret to say that they are indeed all...
I knew it. What a waste.
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are not accidental, and yet they were disguised as such.
The savages! Their thirst for blood is unquenchable.
You know very well that the natives have nothing to do with this. They would have had no reason to disguise...
Who else could it be?
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition to fail.
Fine. You unmasked me. The Ordo Luminis sent me to keep an eye on this expedition to ensure that the discoveries we made would not... But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said? But even then, foolish Eugenia, without realizing that our
I understand that you might want to protect your nation. But to go as far as assassinating several of your
Come now. What would you do if someone were You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to kill. You may have already done, but since you want to avoid using violence, help my colleagues and I know how to sort through.
金を受け取り、彼のそばに立つ。誰に何が起こったのかを明らかにする。彼に遠征から去るように命令する。まあ命令したところで、あれかな、誰に何が起こったのかを明らか
It seems to
に
me
する
that。all members of this expedition are concerned. They should decide on what to do next.
探検隊の生き残りに本当のことを話すと。
Everybody listen. Alas. How awful. What happened to them?
お、評判
Someone
プラス
wanted
に。
us to believe that they were killed by some swamp animals. But it was all staged. Your colleagues were murdered, and their bodies
Like a-
abandoned to the
タカタンっ
creatures.
て音が鳴ってるけど何があった？
But why do such a thing? And who murdered them? Brother Virgil confessed to his crimes in front of me.
Monster! You will pay for these crimes.
these...
You stupid goose. You shouldn't have been so quick to accept and want to reveal them for all to hear.
なんだ、聞いてたんかい。
are solely responsible.
How dare you present yourself as the...
せいせいせいせいせいせい。
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
はーい、片付いたよ。お、なかなかいいもの持ってるけど着れなーい。うん。なかなか戦闘だったけど、戦闘、秒で終わったね。そうか、防具は基本的に今度持久力が必要になってくるのか。持久力か。まあ、胴体はどれも切れないし、持久力1にすれば切れるんだけど、これ、着たいな。持久力2。まあ、どれも着られないからな。バスク。武器はないね。なんでこんなにしょっぱい帽子かぶってるの？いや、でも性能微妙にあるな。まあいいんか。とりあえずこの辺切っといてもらうか。こんな感じかな。ほにゃにゃにゃにゃ。
I'm sorry, sister. Brother Virgil
え、
fled
逃げ
during
た
the
の？
battle. The coward.
And naturally, his accomplices fled along with him.
Perhaps I shouldn't have revealed his crimes in front of everyone, but I thought it was the best way of ensuring he would be judged.
Considering how high tensions have been these last few days, here, take this.
Alas,
We will have to go back to Eden as well.
were you hoping to discover...
Of course. This place was the last tablets speak of a journey northbound, further
ちょい
up
ちょい
the
ちょい
swamp.
ちょいちょいちょい。
Even if Virgil is no longer a threat,
We could go there for you if you wish. You just have to tell us where to...
that would be marvelous. Of course, you would have to start from the excavation site where he wrote this. I think I noticed a path going north when I was there, actually. Perhaps you will be lucky enough to...
Don't worry. I will conduct this research and come find you here.
で、まだ調べなきゃいけないのか。めんどくさい。こっちから回れないんだ。しかもいやー、そこはせめて道あっていただきたい道だね。なんでいちいちこんな大回りしなきゃいけないんですか？ さて、そしたら、そこの場所を調査して、いらっしゃいます。おー、マジ全然知らないわ。レベラー。うん。なんかいるね。結構多いんかな、敵がな。何の問題もございません。これそんなにあれなの？体力なさそうだね。ビシッ。なに猛獣出没注意。出没注意。うん。噛んだ。お、あれは宝箱じゃないかい？オープン。なんもいいもん入ってない。で、もうあと行くところは一通だね。なんや？セマテウスの行き先を見つけるキャンプ。降りられないんかい。通れないんかい。なんかいる。にゃっはー。怖っ。怖っ。あっ。おー。いや。狭いんだよ。狭いんだよ、戦う場所がさ。うわうわ痛い、刺さった。 危ね危ねはーぶなマジでカゴカゴよっ痛いおおいやー槍が怖い。うわっふえー、あー危ない怖い怖い怖い。あー危ないマジで危ない。もうなんかさ痛い痛い痛い。うわー危ないマジで。勝った勝ったよかった。金貨しかないんかい。
Cavern. That looks like a rather nice place to settle.
なんで金貨しかないん？もうちょっとなんかちょうだいよ。おや？ちょっと待って。見て。ああ。でもそう、フィールドにね、ボスはね、もう、あれかな ?2 体ぐらいはボス見てるんだよね。もう倒しちゃってるんだけどさ。でも前見たときは、でももうちょっとあれなんだよね。フィールド広かった気がするんだけどね。なんかね、狭いんだよ。さっきの場所は。ヒュッ。近いな、近いな。ああ、優秀。仲間が優秀。これはなんかあれかな？これはあれかい？なんか、どうなってるん？この下降りてすぐ左。これか、レベル2の直感か。そっか、いろいろスキルが足りないな。 いただきんか。いただきんかー。でおやなんかあれなんか見てないぞ。見落としてるぞ。どういうことなんかないな。なんもない。はあ。この場所自体の痕跡を発見と考えると、そこはスルーしていいのかな？なんだこれ。
Probably have a religious meaning. If the saint came here, this must have been where he lived.
Let's take a closer look at these paintings. We may learn something from them.
痕跡6個ね。
This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest, getting his face painted by a masked native. This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matthias, praying to Enon Milfrichteman. It looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago. And it undeniably comes from the continent.
I seem to recall that their saint is often described as using a similar object.
で、ここの3箇所と、
I do not know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of a same
光と
power.
地球は
It's
同
impossible
じ
to know if
力
this
の
is a
2つ
translation
の
or
なん
another
だ
sentence.
って
But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors.
まあ、いいや
Engraved tablets.
刻ま
They
れ
resemble the
た
ones
石
we recovered in
板
Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them. There are some native symbols here and some letters I recognize, as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Men duistad in on mil frichtemen. This is incredible. Saint Matthias would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him.
島の精神
Incredible. That should make the entire University of Al-Sad howl with laughter. The saint founder of Teleme worshipped the natives' gods.
I would appreciate it if what we just discovered stayed a secret for the time being.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but I find this so amusing.
I wonder
他
what
に
I
もら
should
っ
do
とん
with
ね
these
ん
relics. Eugenia probably didn't imagine that Saint Matthias lived his life in a way that's so different from what they advocate. As for Virgil, he wasn't wrong. Such a revelation will certainly cause a schism in Teleme.
I know how difficult keeping some secrets can be, and this one is huge. It could lead to peace with the
同
natives
じ
as
こと
much as it could lead
同じ
to
こ
a
と言っ
civil
て
war.
る
I already took sides in their quarrel. If I change my mind, I'm afraid that it might be seen as treason. I'll think about it on the way there. Let's go back to the researchers' camp.
示唆ユージニアにあなたの発見をアイテムあるじゃん話すとねこのキノコが生えそうな場所からはおさらばしましょう で、こっちにいいんか。いやー、お帰りの道も結構めんどっち。何にもないね。でも、何にもないね。よいしょ。
So, did you find anything?
発見を報告す
We
る。
discovered a cave that was inhabited a long time ago by a whole group of people, mostly natives, who had obviously created a sacred site, as the place was guarded by a creature.
And have you found traces of our holy founder? New relics? Perhaps some tablets?
さて、どうしよっかな。真実を隠し、異物を保管する。真実を明らかにし、彼女に異物を与える。この発見は遅らせたいとは言ってたからね。これは私のもの。
Someone from the mainland had probably lived there, but they must have died quickly. Unfortunately, though, I have found no irrefutable proof of San Mateus's presence.
What a shame. And you did not find a grave?
No, and I searched well. He must have been buried elsewhere.
It's strange. So far, we have always found traces of his journey. I would have loved to have been there with you, to be able to realize it for myself.
It would not have been a good idea. The area is very dangerous, teeming with creatures.
Excuse me. I should be more grateful to you. You took a big risk. It's just disappointing. I think we should pack our things and return to Eden. Perhaps I can convince my colleagues to organize another, better armed expedition.
Goodbye, sister.
はい、まだ終わんないんか。意外と長いぞ、これ。このサイドクエスト。さて、どこ行った街の入り口キャンプあたりかな。あれ、なんかこんなもんいつの間に手に入れてた？犠牲のスモールソード？こんなんどこで拾ったっけ？なんか、知らぬ間に武器があったよ。まあ、使わないかも、だけどね。お、ボスドロップしてた？ なんだよ、遠いな、もう。ブラザーバージェルとかさ、もう本当にさ、仕留めていい？ふざけた宣教者とかさ、ほんとマジ仕留めるよ、あんた。
Your Excellency, have you come to finish what you and this fury...
No. I suspected you'd be here. You committed, but your motivations were not meaningless. Especially in light of what we finally discovered.
Would you admit that I was right?
In a manner of speaking, yes. And I discovered a cave in which there were frescoes and relics at the site. I brought back some of the objects I...
Incredible. This is his pewter chaplet. With these tablets, do you realize the impact these discoveries will have?
No. I told her I hadn't found anything. I thought that such revelations would bring more harm than good.
You cannot imagine how much. It would no doubt mean civil war, and for what? Wanderings of an old man who probably became... But you did the right thing. I'm going to destroy these objects, and I'll have the cave must also be eradicated. Sister Eugenia will very likely want to return there.
You're right. Especially as she didn't seem totally convinced by my lie. I'll take...
Excellent. I am eternally grateful to you. Destroy the cave. I need your help to convince the Mother Cardinal to stop the search.
You can...
聖マテウスの隠れ家を破壊する？破壊すんの？お前たちが探索する意思を見せなければ、私はこの破壊するだけだ。ちょっとよくわかんないからこれ持ってこっか。めんどくさい。めんどくさい。行ったり来たりが忙しいね、まったく。ちょいちょいちょいちょいちょいちょいちょいちょい。後ろか、後ろだよ。これまた敵復活してたりはしないよね。しないよね。大丈夫だね。はいはーい。さて、これを破壊するとはいうもののだよ。1、2、3、3箇所かな？あー、そこに宝箱があるね。
Stop right there, Desade.
Sister Eugenia? What are you doing here? How did you...
Your lies did not deceive me. And when I saw you go to you found things in this cap, so we followed you. It wasn't difficult. You've killed...
Listen. What's hidden in this cave will certainly if we want to prevent more people from...
You talk like Virgil. But what is the value of dogma if built on lies? These discoveries may be
Sorry, sister, but I've already...
That's monstrous. Saint Matthias, guide my...
戦闘だー。なんでこう戦闘アン戦闘。そんなことをしてる場合ではございませんぞと。はい、お疲れ様でした。シスターユージニアを黙らせる。黙りなー。でもまあそこそこにいいものは拾えたかな。調和のネックレス、キュイラスのネックレス。シールド魔法、シールド、プラス5秒。微妙。すごい微妙。いらないかな。よし。粉砕してしまうぜ。粉砕なんだぞー。粉砕。粉砕。玉砕。大火災。やっほー。さっきのなんかシスターユージニアだっけ？完全にね、仕留めてきちゃったけど、いいんかね？いいんか？ただ一つ心残りといえば、あの洞窟にあった宝箱が拾えなかったことかな？滅びの場トリーン。で、どこ、ここなの？道全然違うんだけど、あと5分しかないよ。上に5時間とは書いてあるけども、これはゲーム上でいう5分だね。 悠長に5時間とか言ってるけど、そんなに余裕はございませんよ。お後でブラザーバージルに会うっていうのはこれ何？ここに帰ってくるから、そしたら会うってこと？じゃあこんなに急いで帰ってくる必要なかったってこと？なっはー。うん。さあ、あと3分ほど時間があるわけでございますが、これ便利だよね。光の盾。味方に防御強化とか。あ、すごいね、これ。あー、なるほど、なるほど。かければかけるだけ時間伸びてくね。おー。重ね掛け可能なんだね。なるほどね。これはなかなかいい情報ではないかい？マジックパワー。2回、3回、4回、5回、6回、7回、8回、9回。でもマックス120秒ってところかな。だね。でも120秒持つだけでも十分だよね。っていうか、あと5分とか言ってながらさ、遊んでたんだけど、まだ3分しか経ってないんだよね。意外と待ち時間長めだい。
Don't hesitate to have a rummage around.
なかってるんかね。購入、波紋の指輪。 様は破門だわ。いや、欲しいな。いや、ダッサ。ダッサいな。このヘルメットダッサい。防御力高いけどダッサ。マジか。結局でも持久力ないから切れないんだよね。あ、うわ、うわ、癒しの魔法。魔法の癒し、ヒーリングプラス40。はあ。爆裂魔法。ダメージプラス60。ほー。効果の高いパワーポーション。この回復の効果はね、あれなんだよ。ゲージのところにさ、節目があるじゃない？そのゲージ1個につきさ、ゲージが節目があるじゃん？この節目一つの一節っていうんかね、一ゲージ分がね、100あるんだよ。まあ、このゲージの回数は100なんだよね。だからまあ、プラス40だからまあ、1本半っていうんかな。回復効果はまあ、プラス40だから140ぐらいは回復するんじゃないの？あ、これはあれだね。これがだから HP プラス375だから、375だから415回復する計算だね。で、これで、ヒールの効果上昇増幅 50% だから、まあ、半分ぐらいは回復するっていうことかな？500ぐらいは回復するんでしょうね。きっとね。結局これ嵐って使わないんだよね。嵐使わないんだよね。トラップ設置、重機。次はどこ伸ばしていこうかな。そう だね。多分そこそこ強いんだと思うけど、どうなんだろう。強いんかな。ここにも爆弾とかあるよ。強力爆弾。次振ってくスキルの方向を決めた。重火器に振っていきたいかな。重火器に振ってって、で、銃使えるようにして、爆弾投げられるようにして、かな。でもあんまりあれなんだよね。銃もさ、結局銃がさ、弾薬性だし、精度とか必要になるからね。なになに、体から、なんだって？体から塩が落ちてるって？それ多分これあれだよ。多分さっき使ってた、多分魔法の効果の、多分これの、残りだと思うんだ。この肩のさ、この魔法かけるとさ、煙がこう出るんだけどね。多分それの残りだと思う。遊びすぎちゃったね。
We were waiting for you, Your Excellency. Brother Virgil was about to start his report.
First, please allow me, Your Eminence, to explain my presence here. Sadly, I had to replace Sister Eugenia. Our poor sister died during the research.
Her thirst for discovery led her to her death. She insisted on us visiting a cave, which, alas, contained nothing but a nest of aggressive creatures. She died in combat.
May the Enlightened keep her in his divine blessing. She was an outstanding theologian. Please, continue.
Her death, as well as the difficulties we encountered on the field, forced us to discontinue the expedition. In any case, we'd stopped finding anything.
時がすべてを滅ぼしたに違いないだってさ。
That is regrettable. In that case, we have no choice but to discontinue the research, which, despite everything, gave some legitimacy to our village of Eden. Thank you, Brother Virgil, for this report. And naturally, thank you, Your Excellency. You were a great help.
Glad to hear it, Your Eminence.
よし、これでじゃあ、神聖かつ野生、サイドクエストが無事に終了いたしました。ずいぶん長いサイドクエストだったね。 で、このメインのアドミルなんとかに報告する。アドミル。で、誰だ？カレーの人か？アドミルはカレーの人で合ってるかな？なんか違う。アドミルって誰だ？バースクの上司？旅の再開です。ああ、この人だったね。
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've settled the problem in some misguided.
The Order, the secret we discovered a few decades. We transport the Lord. Their act, the magic, only they.
What are you?
You must have had your. In the end, the I am.
これなんか話し
I need to be
あ
going.
あ、そっか。
I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go see him.
We should have anticipated this, I guess. You do look more like a native than someone from the continent. In any case, I'm sorry. I know how it feels to discover later in life that you're not who you thought you were.
主人公が原住民に見えるってさ。そんなこと言われてもね、困るよ。
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters, like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see? I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black. Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me. Constantine, stay with me. Constantine. There is a chance he is an error. It might be something else.
I'm going to die.
No. No, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I'm dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so good. Cousin, I don't.
Constantine, I am here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. So afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that cannot be dealt with later.
But please, please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story. Believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother was captured from here during one of them. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
Your fair cousin. No. All the lies that we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told I am the spitting image of my dead father, lost during an expedition. I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my fair cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day.
はーい、なんかここに来てなかなかの衝撃の事実だね。
Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell...
Silence! We have little time, and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you. To respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary. Definitely. But never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No, we must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where your conspirators are?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off their heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now.
突然ですね。突然の仲間割れですか？そうですか。誰連れてこっか。どうせ連れて行くんであれば、どうしようかな。まあ、どうしようかな。ここは船長でいっか。
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirage.
We must hurry, before the guard can act.
いやー、突然の裏切り行為が始まりまして。
Lord de Cosillon, the coin guard tried to assassinate my cousin and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, they have finally done it. Such proximity to power is a terrible temptation. It was only a question of time before they succumbed.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might have been able to avoid all this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.
で、まず一人で下に降り、なんかいっぱいいる。いて。部屋から出たら敵がいっぱいいた。これは困りますね。アイテムくれるならいいよ。なんといて。ちょっと場所が悪すぎるんだけど。痛い、狭い、やられた。そんな狭いとこで出てくんなし。
Fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirage.
We must hurry
も
before the
う、ま
guard can
たこ
act.
っからじゃーん。もう普通にいるんだね。わかったよ、わかったよ。 もう。で、さっきそこにいたんでしょ？試しにちょっと使ってみようかな。あ。さて、これをこう、お、レベル25になった。いいものくれたんじゃないんですかね。減った体力がこれで回復可能だからね。ああ、ここか。ここ帰ってきたんだね。お、能力触れるから振っとこっか。そうしたら、あれからでも最初先に全部魔法埋めちゃうか。お、完璧な魔術。完璧な魔術。とりあえず持久力？でもなぁ。意志。で、能力で、どうしよっかな。ここでじゃあカリスマ全振り完了。よーし。おー、随分近いところにいらっしゃいましたね。痛いな、もう。まったくもう、銃なんか捨ててかかってこいよ。で、あともう一人、二人か。
Lord Minister, the coin guard wants to take control.
The guard is everywhere. They could succeed.
We will do. Come now.
I'll follow you.
コインガードが島を支配しようとしています。 わせ、わせ。めちゃくちゃ大人数だな。めちゃくちゃ大人数だな。扉すり抜けてきたー。マジにぎやかー。で、こっからさらに下に、地下に行かなきゃいけないんでしょ？大変だな。大所帯すぎじゃない？ちょっと。おーい。で、どこへ行けばよいのかな？どこへ行けばよいのかな？ここか？
We've reached the cellar. It looks Constantine. Promise me that you will stay here until we secure.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am, consigned to my quarters like some broken old man.
Like someone ill, Constantine. Someone.
You have such a way with words. Very well.
Let's go then.
And cousin? Watch out for yourself. You were dear to me as well.
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude, Excellency. We owe you our lives.
You will be safe here.
Thank you, my friend. I will
そうね。戦う人は増えないんだよね。大所帯なんだけどさ。持ち物が重すぎて走れません。そんなになんか拾ったっけ？そんなになんか拾ったっけ？武器とか防具とか拾ったからそれか？走れない。この音楽はデケテン。テケテン。まあ、多分主にこの辺が原因だね。重たいのはね。まあそんなに対してしまうものは武器とか防具とかそのぐらいか。で、他の長官に でも音楽的にあれかな？多分その辺にもしかするとコインガードがうろついてる可能性はある。
Make ready to...
But what is going on?
The coin guard has decided to take control of the Isle. They plan to overthrow the governors. They were set on assassinating
The idiots!
You are in danger.
Don't worry about me. I have friends here. They will hide me. Go! And do be careful.
レディー・モランジュに報告して、で、画面が悪い。おーっと、貴様パンチ。クルツ、なんかいい武器持ってたりしないん？うわ、弱はマジか。自分で持ってる初期武器が強すぎじゃない？他の長官に報告するということで、じゃあ他の長官に報告しに行きましょうか。ああ、ここ通れないんだ、忘れてた。おー、めっちゃまた来た。よいしょ。マジックパワー。戦利品がうまー。マジうまー。いいもん通ったー。
Messenger, be ready to leave at once.
Messenger?
You must warn the governor of Hikmet that a conspiracy is underway targeting him.
It's just that I can't leave.
こんな人いたっけ？
What are you talking about? The order comes from the governor. What more do you need?
It's just that I was told if I left the city today, it would cost me my life.
Who said that? The commander's men?
I don't really know, but they were heavily armed and they pay very well.
カリスマ 100%、カリスマを発動いたします。
And so you are prepared to betray your prince and country for a few coins. Don't you understand that the reason I am standing before you is because the guard failed to take this city? Do you know the punishment reserved for traitors?
Very well, Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
オッケー。カリスマ能力活用完了。いいね、カリスマ 100%。お、いるね。いるね。先にちょっとあれ、始末しよっか。ヒュッヒュッヒュッヒュッヒュッヒュッで、こうしてこう。こうしてこう。こうして。 いってマジで。いやー、両手武器の攻撃ってすっごい痛いね。コインガードのよく磨かれた鋼鉄製胸当て。持久力が4。はー。返しまーす。返しまーす。こんなもんか。
Make preparations to leave. I have a message to communicate immediately to the governor of San Mateus. You must tell the Mother Cardinal that the Coin Guard is preparing a coup d'etat. Her life and those of her entourage are in grave danger.
Very well, Your Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
The commander must be in his upstairs quarters preparing the attack.
Try
to reach him discreetly.
We could try to go through the tavern's kitchen.
コインの注意を捉えるということで、
But it's visible from the dormitories, and I know that the young recruits were ordered to stay there.
They will not suspect us if we're wearing guard uniforms. Do you know where the 3
コイ
lieutenants
ン
you
の
told
指
us
定
about
官
are
の執
located?
務室に
Walker is
行
an
く。
instructor. He'll be in the right wing of the barracks. As for the other two, they'll be at the tavern. Olga and Werner are in charge of the guards' secondary activities in the basement.
I see. Our priority should still be...
What are you doing here? Who let you in? I demand an explanation.
It seems that your men are a little distracted. It is understandable, with all that... You are under arrest as well...
But what is that? I recognize you. You're Kurt. You had your orders.
Sorry, but forced to betray someone.
Traitor. Soldiers.
狭いところで戦う。こんな狭いところで戦わせる。まあ、何の問題もございませんが、なんかいいもん取れる？なんだしょっぱいな。もうちょっといいもんちょうだいよ。
But what are you doing here? Lay down your arm.
That's not happening.
なんかいっぱいいるよー。あちょんあちょん。さて、このまま制圧してもいいような勢いだね。開けたところで特に何にもないね。探索し忘れてるようなところは、ここはないかな。
It's blocked.
特に何もないね。
Soldiers,
Oh.
ready weapons. We are under attack. We have been sent by the governor constant.
はい、説得するカリスマ 100%。
Your lieutenant is accused of high treason for having participated in an attempted coup d'etat. As you can see for yourselves, the attempt failed. Are you also ready to be accused of treason because of your loyalty to your lieutenant?
I doubt it. I'm sure they're gonna make the wise decision. Isn't that right, Dieter?
You give your word that we'll suffer no repercussions if we lay down arms?
You have my word.
Very well. We are dropping our weapons, soldiers. That dog's hide doesn't deserve our sacrifice.
Bit of poison on my blade.
なんで一体だけ戦闘なんて
I regret, milady, we are closed this evening. Come back another day.
I'm not here to tempt my luck. Are you in charge?
That's right. What do you want from me?
From you? Nothing. We are here to arrest the commander's lieutenants.
Is that right? Now this ought to be good. And for what crime would that be?
You know very well. For high treason.
Oh, and you think that my men are just gonna let you, without so much as blinking an eye?
さてまあ、クルツの介入を許す。クルツの介入を許す戦闘に参加する。
Kurt?
The real question is why would they stand up for an egotistical vermin like yourself, who for his personal advancement would condemn the rest of us to an eternity on this isle, cut off from the world, without supplies, and surrounded by furious islanders? What a great idea. Come on now, give yourself up, imbecile. Only you and your companions are crazy enough to believe such a plan had legs.
Sorry, Lieutenant, but Kurt is making sense.
あー、さらば制圧完了。であれ、まだコインの執務室に行くがついてるね。あ、これで制圧したから執務室に行くんでいいんか。まっすぐ行ってまっすぐ行って左ぐるっと行ってまっすぐ行く。まっすぐ行ってまっすぐ行ってぐるっと行ってここが執務室にな。
Do you know where Torsten could have gone?
No. But we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers. Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must
お、
catch
アイテムあるじゃん。
He cannot get away with this.
Let's go.
大していいもんないね。
Torsten is a snake, but he's clever.
It's blocked.
さて、これでおうおうおうおうおう
We're
おう
moving
おう
out. Break camp. We are no longer welcome here. And so, these snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog.
Let's show them what gods are made of.
戦闘です。よーい、くよー。
Come here, you pathetic dog.
ナイスキック。ここに入ってるね。話が飛びすぎてなんかちょっと整理できないな。どういうこと？おう、どうした？ずいぶんボロボロじゃない。コンスタンティン。
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
I thought you would like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. And as for you, my fair cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude from all of Teleme. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
I was told that you were able to catch the commander and his underlings before they were able to flee.
Barely, but yes. They are going to have to pay for their crimes.
I cannot remember if the traitors are hung before being quartered, or if it is the contrary. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that, I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do need soldiers, but loyal soldiers above all.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation has been tarnished. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal. I have fought beside her.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. You have amply earned it. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right. I'm listening.
I do suffer, my fair cousin. I suffer so horribly, and alas, we have yet to discover neither cure nor remedy.
I'm sorry. I fully intend to continue my research. We have a number of leads, but with all that's been happening...
Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me. Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness claims me, the pain will have driven me mad. If only there was a way to ease my suffering.
I know of a healer, with powers that are legendary amongst the clans. It is rumored he can alleviate even the most terrible pains. His village is west of the city. I could take you there.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
If I may, Your Highness, we have the best physicians in the world. It shouldn't stop Father Petrus from praying for a miracle. It can't do any harm.
I'm nothing more than a sailor, I don't have much to offer when it comes to healing. As it would seem Teleme are prey for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went.
そうね、結構賑やかだ
For
ね。
your advice. Cousin, you are the only one I trust, so please, don't let me lose my mind.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll be back as soon as I can.
さて、そうしたら、ずいぶんメインクエストがね、これはどうしようかな。万能薬のクエスト、コンスタンティンの苦しみ。このサイドは
I need to speak with you, my child.
Yes, Petrus.
I've come up with a plan to put what we've learned.
Do tell.
You will have to take part in a fight in the arena. And to do this, you'll have to face a champion.
That would effectively raise the odds.
That may be the case. But the highest bets are based on the exact time of the defeat.
I see. We are going to make the Mother Cardinal believe that I will lose at a specific time.
And by doing so, you'll win something bigger than a...
This'll make her lose a
Exactly. I've even taken measures to make sure without knowing it, she will come to me looking for gold in order...
And she will be at our mercy. Is this how you settle scores?
This is how all scores are settled, my child. So, what do you...
It's a complicated plan.
Let's go back to the Saint Matthias bookmaker.
さて、じゃあ、そしたら、闘技場ですか？まあ、でもあれか。今日、時間も結構ちょうどメインもメインで切りよく終わってまた新しい話のショーが始まったから今日はこれで終わりにしようかな。そしたらね、いやー、ずいぶんまだまだ先が長そうって言えば長そうだよね。いやー、ずいぶん賑やかになったね。1、2、3、4、5人。味方が5人。自分含めて6人。いいんじゃないかな。じゃあ、よし。本日の配信は、じゃあ、ここまでという形にさせていただきます。そしたら、明日どうしよっかな。 ちょっとね、スターオーシャンもやりたいんだけど、どうしようかな。スターオーシャンやりたいけど。どうしようかな。まあ、いや、そしたら明日もね、グリードフォール続きやっていくね。じゃあでは、ありがとう。お疲れ様でした。じゃあ、おやすみなさーい。また明日ねー。バイバーイ。また明日もじゃあ、夜の9時スタートかな。やっていきまーす。よろしくお願いします。お疲れ様でした。おやすみなさい。バイバーイ。